Here's what I was saying yesterday. Maybe I didn't turn the microphone on, I guess.
Like the last video I told you, if someone has been psychotically abusive to you, there's no better person to talk to you about it than someone that's actually been there and done that, and can speak intelligently about the subject. Because somebody that's never been through
I'm going to show you some scripture.
the loss
Right now,
of like a
I'm gonna
brother
show you what
or
we're
a
gonna-
sibling,
we're gonna come
to death
so you
by an
know what's
accident
coming
or
in this video. I just want to give you a
some
little
other
heads
way,
up. Watch
but
this.
something that's kind of unusual.
Okay, and
Well, a lot of
Mark,
people go,
coming to the
"Oh,
end of
I
the world,
understand," but
that the
they
pit's
don't
going to
understand
open. It's
because
going to
they never.
hatch, right? Have y'all heard me say that? It's a yes or no. Sure you have. Over and over and over and over and over and over again. Well,
So
let me
what
show
I'm-
you something. We're going to
what
look
I
at
was saying
this.
here is-
We're going to look at you got snared, you got brought into the system, and you got inverted in the system. So you're upside down, and the system that runs
It's
you
only 4 days apart.
knows you're upside down, and that demon inside of you is connected to your own Bluetooth grub in the
So here's my perception of what this is. The male Adam Kleck. The male Adam Kleck. The female Adam Kleck. I mean the female Eve Kleck. In this system, with what's being played out on their end, this is what they are doing when it comes to the Bible, is how I'm seeing it. Where, like the Raptor twin sisters, that shows the raptor of the woman with the raptor hand like that, or whatever, and it's wrapped around her sister, but her sister is really a transgender that turned into a girl. And that's how I'm seeing this whole setup, where it's Adam and Eve playing the twin system role on both of them. Now, I went back to some of the videos. Even
is really an illusion. The whole thing.
yeah,
The whole thing. So, but then when you're born again, you live out the rest of your life in the system, in the pit. I've said that over and over and over again. Let me show you something. Watch this.
I mean, it's,
In this video, we're going to talk about Mark 9:42.
how are you supposed to know, is what I was trying to say. How are you supposed to know anything unless you continually watch and listen and pay attention, and then you see that this Johnny here is definitely the one that, well, let's look at this. This Johnny was the one in the desert, the jump, July 8th, up on the skyscraper there. And then this Johnny here, this was the one that said go to Camping's World
In the folder. How many times have I told you?
on December 21st. Go to Harold Camping's World, because you know what happened when I went to Harold Camping's World, which was a reference to going back to Gennady Desert, where this Jonathan jumped or skydove and was explaining the rock situation. And this one here was the one that wanted to show me something, just in case if I was, confused about things. This one jumped on July 8th, and then this one wanted me to go back to the same place on October 21st. That way he can show me this. So this was, I had to make a correction because it was a little bit more than 3 seconds. But the purpose of it was a little bit more to the fact that at 8:48 a.m. they clearly stood still. The Johnny of that day, October 21st, in the morning, looks the same as that Johnny, that Johnny, that Johnny. Now this Johnny looks different and looks more like that Johnny. This was the day of July 8th after you seen this. This was after you seen this. This water wasn't running at all the entire year. There was no springs of water sprouting up anywhere. Nothing. All year long. Nothing. Nothing. So I'm going there at 8:48 a.m. expecting a bombing, you know, my predictions that never came true.
It's 8 foot.
So I'm waiting around for about
Like a holographic wall.
almost 2 minutes. Started recording around 8:46, 8:45, 8:46.
Looks pretty real.
And then for the first time all year long, the water sprouts up. In a dry riverbed, it's solid rock. It's deserted. It's like a desert field. Nothing but rocks. Solid rock.
Fountains of water.
I'm not expecting that at all. I'm expecting a bomb. I see water rise up. So then, what's all that about when I'm looking for a bombing at that exact time?
Well, that just turned on now. Obviously.
And then, on this day, same day after it happened,
Computer equipment. I cannot wait to do a cumulative sum video now of the desert. There were more miracles and I've seen in the shorter spans of time that y'all don't, by the way, y'all don't know. There's so many things that I haven't gotten to share now.
I just put this together too. I didn't record it, but I seen it with my eyes, and when I looked up at that building, Liberty One, I seen somebody dressed in white, but I just thought it was a window cleaner or something. I don't know. I didn't even think that. Who's that? Is there somebody standing there? No, it's another picture. But I didn't even think about it until just this moment.
Yet. And I can't wait to put it all together for you. Hopefully this computer works. I have 4 computers, and this looks like the only one I've got restored so far. I'm going to start working on the other 3 tonight to try and get everything back to original factory settings and just start fresh with everything, because I'm having so many problems. Anyway, so I want to reach out and listen. I know there's a lot of people that get really excited that monitor the metadata going in my folders down under. So I would really appreciate it if you would not ever
guys,
load up stuff that I'm putting out there. It's not a game to try and get it out there to everybody. I can understand the excitement though. I can. But it really has messed me up on several accounts. So please don't ever do it again.
As the illusion.
It's only one person.
You live out your life in that.
Okay, we're good.
With your
So,
hope.
Anyway,
pinned on.
so here's the thing, guys. I have some stuff to share with y'all that is so supernatural. Let me show you something. If you guys looked at that riverbed where I set up the LZ,
Set
and
up the LZ.
and you saw the little video where I walked through and I saw the Lord literally told me, go check on your LZ landing zone in the riverbed that was already set up to in case the wind blades had been blown over or something. And so when I went, I was walking, and I literally was walking down this riverbed that's got 100 gazillion bazillion. It's nothing but rocks. I literally stopped
Nothing but rocks.
and looked down, and I'm like looking at two separate rocks, and I hear the Lord tell me, pick up those two black rocks. I told you I did a testimony, and I thought, pick up those two black rocks, and I picked them up, and the Lord said, put them together. Now watch this. And I put them together, and I went, oh my Lord. Well, this entire ministry was validated in the desert. The entire ministry from beginning to end. Look, it's the same rock. It is the exact same rock.
That's the first time all year long. Now, going over to Johnny here.
Get going. I got to get it out. I know that the Lord's timing is perfect. So today, this morning, I got up this morning and I heard the Lord tell me, I want you to go to Camping World. I have something to show you. Now, in one of the upcoming videos, I'll use Corey as a witness. Corey was here this morning, and I told him that yesterday I had heard the Lord tell me he wanted me to go to Camping World. It was very strange. Well, that's very interesting because that's something that happened before the Chinati experience as well. And I did what he said, and it was supernatural, and it was one of the ways he conveyed to me that he wanted me to go to Chinati and to help me take that step of faith. So I heard that yesterday, but this morning I got up and I could not ignore it. I heard the Lord say, I want you to go to Camping World today. I have something to show you. Now, I had just reintroduced.
I want to show you something.
2 days ago?
Just go to
I
Gennady.
got back in touch with
I need to show you
I said,
something.
look, I'm coming back. The Genesis 1 series is going to get put out now. My hard work for the last 2 months is done, and I can start concentrating solely on videos. So I've been organizing the data. I have to go through all this data that he's delivered over the past 2 to 3 months. I've organized it. I put it in folders. I've been stacking confirmation after confirmation, Bible scripture after Bible scripture, revelation after revelation, into folder after folder. It's literally too much data. It's too much data for one person really to even process. But then again, that just shows where it came from. No human being could produce what's going to be delivered to you. There's no way. So anyway, this morning when he got up and he told me he wanted me to go to Camping World, I had to go. And so I'll use Corey as a witness when he's around. But I told him, I was like, I have to go to Camping World. The Lord says he has something he wants to show me. Now, here's the thing.
So what did he want to show me?
Therefore, we will not fear.
It's 8:47.
Even though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though its waters roar and be troubled.
Waters roar, be troubled.
Though the mountains shake with its swelling, there is a river whose streams shall make glad the city of God.
Streams. Glad the city of God. Living in Philadelphia. The art museum being there at 8:48 a.m.
The holy place of the tabernacle of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall help her just at the break of dawn. The nations raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Come behold the works of the Lord, who has made desolations in the earth. He makes wars cease to the end of the earth. He breaks the bow and cuts the spear in two. He burns the chariot in fire. Be still and know that I am God.
That's what Adam Kleck wanted to show me. Because the way the Bible is being played out with the Adam and Eve between the Kleck twins, the male and female, is Eve was beguiled by the serpent, but Adam is the one that took the bait to become an actual twin. So there's Eve, there's Adam, and at the same time being played out as Lucifer, because that's the race, and that's the landscape of the Philadelphia Art Museum. That's what that's all about. The whole landscape set up.
They could probably terrorize you. You see what I'm doing here? How I'm tying everything in? They're a problem. We got to get rid of them. Goes to the king. King's like, here you go. He takes off his signet ring. Go do what you got to do. Go do what you got to do, Haman. Right? Go do what you got to do. Right? Because he's, he trusted Haman just like we trust our egos. We we think that we know best, right? But the ego is not serving the things of God. And that's a problem. So I would put this in terms that you can understand. Okay, so Haman would be like a world leader. Like we could say like Joseph Biden. Right? And he's got a problem with a certain group of individuals. Him and, so they set out to they just want to destroy him. You can't have business. You can't do this. You can't be on this platform. You can't be on that platform. You got to silence them. We just got to get rid of them. We just got to get rid of them. They got to be done, right? But see, Haman doesn't know that one of their own is married to the king, like is the apple of the king's eye, Esther. Esther's a Jew, right? Nobody knew this except for Mordecai. Mordecai, who, by the way, when he caught wind of all of this stuff, right? He sends word to his niece, not really his niece, but his ward, the one that he raised, the one that he took care of. And he said, look, you got to tell the king. You got to tell the king about this. You got to do something about this because your people they're hurting right now. Your people are in trouble right now.
So there's, in this script that I'm involved with, that I see from the outside looking in, I see a couple main characters. Like, in my opinion, this list that I got here, the Global Witness, Jacob Israel, Stephen Noon, Stephen James DeShawn, Jonathan Kleck, Justin Michael, Joshua Tree, Donald Trump. I found some pretty key players that are involved in this whole thing. Amazingly enough.
What did Jesus come to save you from? Why was he here? If you believe in him, why did he come to help you? What was it specifically that he was trying
to do? Reveal the hearts and the minds.
Okay, guys, this is a test video. I am trying to put back together computer equipment to give you guys this testimony. It's like a biblical book. I'm truly a voice crying in the wilderness. Prepare the way of the Lord. The King's coming, and He proved it. He proved to me.
Now, at the same time, with Adam, with the first Adam that fell, being presented as king, it would make sense that in this script, the way this is played out is the Eve would be paving the way for the Adam, the wife, the husband, the sister, the brother, and so then that's why in Philadelphia Center Art Museum, Rocky up on a rock, Peter getting the keys of the kingdom, Petro, upon this rock I will build my church. Rocky, the foundation is up on a rock. And so being in it together, but one of them really isn't, the other one is. I can see where Johnny Kleck here, I mean, he just wanted to play games like with me, but cryptically, just to let me know that 8:48 a.m. be still, know that he is God. Judas, Lady Gaga, Judas song, right? But a Lady Gaga Judas song, take into account what Judas represents. I mean, the Luciferian setup, falling into the Judas. I'm in love with Judas, is what Lady's telling you. I don't know if I get a copyright for this or not. When it comes to me, I am ready. I'll wash his feet with my hair if he needs. Forgive him when his tongue lies through his brain. Judas. When he comes to me, I am ready. I'll wash his feet with my hair if he needs. Forgive him when his tongue lies through his brain. Even after 3 times, he betrays me. I'll bring him down, bring him down, bring him down. A king with no crown, king with no crown. I'm just a holy fool. He's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas. I'm just a holy fool. He's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas. Oh, she's in love with Judas. Build a house or sink a dead body or bring him down. Bring him down, bring him down, king with no crown. Just a holy fool. So it's just repeating itself over and over again. So Lady Gaga has like that picture. Lady Gaga has she has a new Oreo cookie out, and the Oreo cookie protrudes. There's an opening there in the
And the
Oreo
word
cookie.
fire is fire, literally or figuratively. Remember, y'all, anyone remember my testimony? What did the Lord say that I got saved? When I left the room
There's Adam.
at the elevator, Jonathan going to the fire. I was going into the fire of affliction, but also the light, the fire that came into me, the flame of God that came into me that night just lit me on fire for the kingdom. And I used to serve myself, and now I turn to serving God and serving others.
All right. Now, here's where it goes even deeper. When you used to serve yourself, aka masturbating, opposed to serving others. Now you serve others. Well, when you do this, and you invert into a complete, even if this implant is a real thing, because this is like the stomach area, and you self-replicate, or you can get pregnant, give birth as the clone situation. This would be the way to, you're only receiving now, so you're serving others. In the Sodom and Gomorrah world, serving others means you only receive. You don't have the spark of life anymore. That's what I'm trying to tell you. No more spark right there. Because it was thrown over the other end over here. Plug. Thrown over there where the plug is. Now, the trick also is to act as if you're the Eve, because you got to trick people into believing that you're the same as your sister, and that you're the same as Mary, the harlot, the one that was taken to Christ, and Christ said, "He who has the without sin cast the first stone." That's also part of it, but that's more realistic. I mean, things are actually being played out, so pay no attention to the guy behind the curtain pulling the cords, because it's a male and female system. When this cover is taken, when the cover is blown, because there you got the male and the female. Wait, where? There it is. This is the female, the open, wide open. Meaning it's a twin system as well, but also it's male and female in one body. I'm not going to do much more of this with the Klex, but I just want to let you guys know that I finally caught on. I mean, yeah, it takes some time. Look at that. Took some time, but I could see the difference now. I mean, this here, you really showed me a difference. I don't know what it is, why you look so different, but you look way different than Eve does, only 4 days beforehand. You sound different.
Been there and done that,
but I know you can always like change your voice and try to pretend that you're a girl.
Speak intelligently about the subject, because somebody that's never been through the loss of like a brother or a sibling.
Yeah, I know what I know where you're getting at.
Just like Chinati, when the Lord had me look down in a riverbed with trillions of rocks, and He told me to pick up these two
we're
separate
going to go over
rocks
this. We're going to
that
talk
were
about the
apart
scripture.
from
Now
each
watch.
other.
I'm going to give you a preview first.
They're identical voices.
To death by an accident or some other way.
I'm just going to give you a
something that's
preview
kind
of
unusual.
all the stuff we're going to
A lot
talk about.
of people go,
kind of like an outline, then we're going to go back
but
into
they don't understand because they've never experienced it. It's like saying, "Oh, I know," just like I know exactly what you mean about skydiving. No, you don't.
Well, I mean, I understand what you're saying about it. Skydiving is also diving from the sky, just surveilling everybody and everything. And then when I look back on the videos, it's like with the dragon one.
Hey, everybody. All right. God bless you guys. Welcome to This Is It Before the Fire. The other day I told you, I showed you what the Lord had revealed to me and just how important the revelation of this is right here.
See,
This altar is,
I'm thinking that's Adam Kleck.
you know, the priest stands behind here, and they set the chalice on here, the wine when they do communion. So if you've ever watched, they hold up the host like this, so they'll get their round. I'm looking to see if I have something round, kind of like this. The priest will take.
I don't want to make a call and be wrong, but this woman here made me think of how,
second grade doing distance learning.
I don't know, just makes me think of, see, I don't think, if anybody is behind a mask, like anybody, I don't think you're going to show your actual face. I think you would show another face. Is this almost neck?
I'm cleaning the house, cleaning up, doing my own thing, minding my own business.
Oh, these
And I
creatures.
hear the guidance
These
teacher
creatures.
counselor step in, and she's telling them about today's lesson, which is they're going to learn about reptilians. What? And my 7-year-old's just sitting there like a sponge. And
That poking out. Snake, the worm never dies. When you're attached to your evil doppelganger, your worm, I mean, what do you think the worm
Odds
is?
are that raptor has an A and a T on his eye DNA sequence. Nothing to see here. See, isn't K 11? Yeah, I mean A, B, C, D, E,
So far,
F,
I'm
G,
leaning
H,
towards
I, J,
Eve Click.
K. Yeah, K is the 11th letter of the alphabet. So there's a head shop here in Texas called Planet K.
We got
Planet
some cool
11.
stuff, guys. Y'all,
Place of destruction.
so you guys know what it's.
See, we were carried away captive
Okay, so
to our
here
place
we
of
go.
destruction,
So cool.
Jurassic World.
Okay,
and when
let's
you
see.
see
Let's
it,
go
isn't it
back.
weird, like in the Jurassic movies, how man is the bad guy, and those poor old dinosaurs are being so mistreated.